Why hello, you amazing beautiful people, and welcome back to another anime reaction video. This is one I am so freaking excited to record a reaction to, and honestly, we should have done this ages ago. You may have heard of a little anime called the Ghost Stories. Well, dub. They're called Ghost Stories, but Ghost Stories dub. We'll call the anime Ghost Stories dub from now on because it is the dub that cemented this anime. Now, it is an anime about nobody knows, but it's about something. Maybe ghosts, maybe. But if you don't know, the dub was very weird. And about a year ago now, we did a reaction to the anime dub version of Ghost Stories. It was insane. We haven't checked out any episodes. We checked out a bunch of the funny clips. I still kind of want to do some episode reactions, maybe. But I never, ever checked out the story behind why that was even created. Considering how offensive, messed up, and completely insane some of the dub lines were, I really want to know why. Like, what actually happened? A few people tried to fill in some of the blanks in my comment section, but the entire story has been a mystery to me until now, until this video was recommended. People said, Luke, if you enjoyed the Ghost Stories dubs clips that you checked out of context a while ago, why don't you check out the full story? And this channel right here, Scambolly Reviews, actually made an entire video going over it. So we're gonna check it out right now. Now, if you've got any more recommendations like this that you'd like me to record a reaction to, simply put them in the comment section down below. Whichever comments get the most likes, I always react to on this channel. You guys control the likes, you guys control the reactions, I mean. And keep in mind, you have to be subscribed to the channel for your comment to be included in the recommendation list. So make sure you subscribe and then leave a comment. Anyway, enough of my talking. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to the story behind America's. Also, shout out Scambolly Reviews, link to the channel's description. The story behind America's most offensive anime dub.
Eons ago, in a land far more based and discriminatory, there existed an anime that millions of young
Those two don't go hand in hand, by the way.
Japanese children were excited for. It was an adaptation of a classic series that was being produced by the team behind Naruto, Bleach, and more. But upon release, tragedy had struck. The anime was garbage. The whole thing was a catastrophe. So the Japanese heads behind the show grew desperate. They scrambled to turn a profit of the show.
You're telling me Ghost Stories was created by the same people who did Naruto and Bleach? Now, I haven't seen Bleach, but I know it's a big old anime. You're kidding me.
Only we could sell it to America. They tried selling off the show to all the American distributors. However, the show was so bad, no one buys it. They approached Genion, Central Park Media, ADV,
Never heard of these people.
And by the third try, negotiations had a breakthrough.
Why is there a Yoda picture?
All right, we'll sell it to you guys, and you can do whatever you want with the dub. You said what now? You guys can do whatever you want with the dub. Change what people say, whatever. I want to make fun of Mexicans. I don't think I said I want to make fun of Mexicans, Persians, gays, blacks, Asians, especially Asians. Matter of fact, I've been waiting for someone to say something like this. Get your pen out. Sold! As long as they didn't change the names of the characters or the method that they kill ghosts, ADV could do anything they wanted, leading to perhaps...
I kind of presumed... It's super weird that ADV kind of let this happen when you think about it. I always imagined that, like, it was a dub version that they sent off to someone to, like, make. Like, I thought the Japanese studio literally was like, right, we need to hire a dub team. There's a dub team. Here, make a dub version for us. And then they sent it back and they just went, fuck it. And just, like, published it without even listening to it. That's how I thought it happened.
It's the earliest example of an abridged series. It was edgy, unscripted, nonsense, but most of all, it was funny.
Oh, perfect. It's in Japanese. Jing Chao Nong Ning Tao. Wait, that's Chinese.
An official English dub of this nature is something we'll probably never see again. That's what everybody believes about the show, but it might all be bull spread through amazing misunderstandings. Stephen Foster at the time was the ADR director of ADV. They basically convert Japanese script into another language. The key here is that Stephen is known for fucking around with this process.
Mechazawa worries about you more than anybody else.
You don't give this man unlimited freedom. They did. And Steven went to work on the script. Ghost Stories' entire script basically didn't exist. Steven just made shit up. Like a boss. That's how I do my scripts. Notice how I don't cite sources? Then came...
Hold on. Let's rewind.
Steven just made shit up. Like a boss. That's how I do my scripts.
Bro, what the fuck is that thumbnail? Monster Musume? Bro.
Notice how I don't cite sources? Then came rolling in the voice actors, and they had some real...
That guy at the back kind of looks like Will Ferrell.
Vic Mignogna, Greg Ayers, I hate that guy's voice, Monica Rial, this lady, Chris Penn. The roster was stacked.
Adam
So
Sandler was it?
talent,
The Rock was
process
in
for
it?
making dubs evolved. There was a
Whoa!
screen that they would read with the script, but here's where the magic happened. Whoever came to the studio first would do or say whatever they wanted, and the rest of the team had to work with it.
Shinobu, you don't look so good.
Run! She's a ghost and a bitch!
Everyone wanted to top each other and be funnier than the last. This unique process completely overhauled the characters, the plot, everything, and it somehow worked. Monica's character, originally a fearless...
I really love the idea of everybody literally running to the studio, trying to be the first one to record their lines, and they all come in like, right, what we gonna work with? And they're like just looking around, who was in first?
psychic.
Who was in?
She had a questionable past and then turned to Jesus.
Before I met Jesus, I was really f***ed up. No, and a slut.
It's just like real life. They gave the cute little
Just
brother
like
a
real
learning
life?
disability.
That is so awesome. You'll risk your own life to save your little brother.
The nerd character became a frugal Jew stereotype, and the voice actors would commit to these bits so hard. But I can talk about this all day. Who cares? Let's
Oh
actually
man,
watch
we should probably watch it. We should probably watch it.
Ghost Stories is...
I'll tell you what. I don't think this video is going to do that well for views, you know? Like, I'm not expecting it to do crazy well. But let's say, I'm going to set a high goal, because I'm going to be honest, this is an insane thing. If this video gets 50,000 views, or 2,500 likes. Maybe that's a little bit too low. 3,000 likes. Whichever one comes up. 3,000 likes or 50,000 views, I'll watch the series. I'll watch it. You don't need to win a tournament. You don't need to do anything. I'll watch it. I'll watch the full Ghost Stories dub series.
Centered around 6 main characters, but the main one is named Satsuki. Satsuki
Or
and her
1,000
brother
new
are moving into
subscribers
their
for
dead
this one
mom's
video.
old
There you go.
neighborhood. It starts off extremely tame. She meets a bunch of neighborhood kids stumbling into an abandoned school facility. But this is a haunted story after all. Thanks to the voice actors, things finally get scary.
You're such brave, strong, handsome men.
It's true.
Have you accepted Jesus as your personal savior?
No, I'm Jewish.
I just want to make sure that...
frightened. Oh yeah, and the statue moves, so they all freak out or whatever. Then all the characters get tormented by haunted stuff.
So scary.
Talking dogs, scissors. It's called Ghost Stories because every episode is a story about a different ghost. This time, we face Amano Jaku. He haunts people, just because. But it turns out Satsuki might have the key to stopping him.
Principals always look like lesbians.
No, wrong key. Huh.
Mom? No.
Satsuki's mom.
The voice acting is the best thing ever. But you know what else is great? This guy's commentary. When you literally just hear him mumble like, huh? Oh, she kind of does that.
Was a lesbian, a ghost hunter of some sort, and all the ghosts sealed away years ago are escaping. Luckily, she left a book behind detailing how to seal them back up.
Amazing!
So they do it, and the big scary ghost gets sealed inside their cat. That's pretty much how every episode plays out. A ghost appears, the team spends half the episode finding excuses for them to not immediately pull out her mother's diary and exercise it, seal the ghost, rinse and repeat. So you can easily see why the cast decided to change some stuff around. I'm sure you didn't notice, but Satsuki's mom isn't actually a lesbian that Momoko met at a gay conversion camp. That was improv. This part
Jesus as your personal savior?
was actually this. While on the first episode they clearly tried to maintain some of the original plot, each episode falls further into madness. Here's the first 3 minutes of episode 9.
Oh, she greases more palms than you know who. We need more weirdos like her in this school. She's like a Mexican doing all the jobs white people don't want.
She has no friends, but...
The story about a girl missing her dead pet becomes a story about a girl her rabbit.
When he died, I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh.
I love this bit. Also, I really like her voice. Like that husky tone is really nice. I love this bit so much. Oh man, that Ghost Story is done.
I was so sad that I would never hear that voice again. His laugh. His funny little requests.
Touch me.
His reprimands.
Touch me harder.
I had to bring it back to life!
One episode, the dad gets his bitten off by a doll. Here's Ketchiro ranting about how hot Raven from Teen Titans was. So obviously, this man isn't nearly...
Alright, now, I'm not going to say nothing. But what I'll say is a younger Luke watching Teen Titans, Raven. Yeah.
Is as they all say. Ghost stories can seem chaotic as a bystander, but a strange cohesion forms as you watch. The plot about Satsuki's mom being gay gets worked back into the plot as if it were all planned.
The best improv does this stuff. Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Curb Your Enthusiasm, among others.
You end up with some genuine moments. So many jokes call back to events that were happening at the time, like Hurricane Katrina, George Bush being evil. It does sometimes end up being the Gex of anime.
Someone call Canada. We need Alanis Morissette.
The fuck is an Atlantis thermostat?
Dated references aside, the candor from the voice actors bleeds into the show. They talk like us normal people. One episode, they actually said the dollar store.
I don't know why they feel the need to use generic names in TV shows.
You'd be like, oh, the dollar president, Dollar Tree. No, bro, it's the dollar store. Look at this guy. He talks just like me.
You stupid, selfish slut!
The characters have me rolling, so before I talk about why this stuff is important, I want to...
For fuck's sake, man, this is so weird. So let me get this straight. The story behind how Ghost Stories Dub was even created was literally Japan wanted to sell it to America. America was like, we'll buy it, but we get to do whatever we want with it. Japan was like, sure, what the hell, we don't care. And then America was like, yay! And then America made this. Or a guy called Stevie Steve made this. And Japan was like, whatever, bro. And then he was like, nice. And then also, they would have rules and stipulations that the first person who was in the studio in the morning could record whatever versions they want, and the other cast had to just fucking wing it off what that person did. So the first person who came in could literally just screw with everybody for the entire day in that episode. That's hilarious.
My favorite episode is centered around a poor, severely mentally handicapped child.
I wish more people did that in companies. Just like, alright, whoever's first in the office in the morning gets to decide what we do for work that entire day.
Like myself. And SpongeBob. Ketchiro gets convinced to join the track team to gain some confidence in himself. The issue is also the best part of the episode. Every single character is a terrible person. They're constantly putting this poor kid down while training him in genius ways.
Think of a big black man chasing you! Well, he's not racist.
A scary ghost begins running beside Ketchiro, and suddenly his time is 2 seconds faster. But everything isn't all good. The arrival of the ghost stirs up all sorts of spooky
misfortune. No, it's spooky.
And the worst part, the principal is considering canceling the sports festival because of it.
You can't cancel the festival. One little retarded boy has his heart set on this thing.
That's right. Wait, elsewhere? Ketchiro begins bonding with the ghost.
I really enjoyed running with you today. Don't you have any money for shoes? Did the Crips beat you up and take yours too?
Yes, you heard that correctly. It is now canon that Ketchiro was beaten up by the Crips and had his shoes stolen. The ghost reveals that he had a friend who ran track. He wasn't good, just like Ketchiro, but he gave it his all. And the poor kid was hit in a car accident before he could even compete. Elsewhere, they find out that Ketchiro's ghost friend is a goat that chops off little boy feet and keeps them, and it'll happen if Ketchiro runs at the sports festival. So no one truly gives a shit. They don't give Ketchiro...
Wait, hold on. Wait. Ghost friend hit by car. Ghost friend was a runner. No. Suddenly Ghost friend is this crazy mountain goat man with a scythe that chops off people's feet and steals them. Yeah, no, I see the correlation. Ghost running ghost, hit by car, bull, chops feet off, eats him.
Throw a heads up or anything until the last moment. When they get trapped, the ghost reveals his evil plot and heads right for Ketchiro. Ketchiro takes his last retarded little breaths and tells the ghost that he's going to win that race for his dead friend. And that was very touching to me for some reason, even though it probably wasn't supposed to be. I'm glad the episode could end on a good note.
Wait, there's two ghosts? I thought the ghost boy was the ghost monster. Or are they two different ghosts?
A car accident. Must have been hit by an old Chinaman.
Oh yeah, the show is... Ghost stories will always have a legendary status in the anime community because there will never be something in this form again. It's terrifying to people born in 1999 and after. There's the F word.
Why are we just staring at her, staring at us? Also, she kind of reminds me of a character from Paranormal Activity. Was that scene from Paranormal Activity? Probably was a scene from Paranormal Activity.
The R word.
Stupid ghost made a raid? That's retarded.
It doesn't matter if you and I or the majority of people watching this video think these jokes are funny and refined. Do you think these dork big shots will allow a rogue team to make completely unregulated dubs on their paychecks? Forget the corporations. Most famous people in general apologize for jokes just like these. Not because they actually feel bad, but because they want to remain the #1 guy. Or their demographic is young teens that seek the satisfaction of drama but don't have the friend groups to actually satisfy that desire for the...
Wait, what the fuck was the deal with the...
Graphic is young teens that seek the satisfaction of drama but...
Oh. Okay.
don't have the friend groups to actually satisfy that desire for the cognitive value.
I need this.
On this topic, Monica Rial said, "This show's whole purpose was to make everyone angry. We wanted to be equal opportunity offenders." To me,
that literally sounds like how Always Sunny in Philadelphia operates. I think Always Sunny in Philadelphia and South Park are the only two sources of we don't give a fuck everybody that you have these days, which I don't know where I sit on that fence. I truly don't. Because on one hand, I would be lying if I said I didn't find this funny. Because I do. I find Ghost Stories dub hilarious. And maybe that makes me a bad person for finding things like this funny, but I do. And I'd be lying if I said I didn't, and that's not me. But I also understand the problem with using a lot of these words today. And I, myself, don't use these words. So it's a weird one. Because, like, I find it funny, but I still wouldn't use those things. So where do I sit on this? Am I an asshole for finding it funny? Do I not need to find it funny? Is there something wrong with me? And also, like, I love South Park and I love Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And they are outrageously fucking crazy. And again, I wouldn't say half the things, but I think it's more the way it's used. Like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia is an example of using something in the smart way. Because that TV show is literally created where the main characters are the bad people. You're not supposed to support them, you're supposed to root against them. Which is a really genius way of making a show.
This demonstrates that there really is no malintent with the edgy humor. That's not too dissimilar with what I do in my own videos. You want everyone to laugh at each other's and themselves. I respect that style, Monica.
I agree.
Bitch. Whoa, okay. I thought this was women's turn this week. Anyways.
You can't be doing that, bro. What you doing? You can't be saying I respect you, Monica, and then fry out that man. Come on, dude. I got a sticker stuck on my foot. Where the fuck did you come from, bro? What the hell sticker is that even for? I don't remember. Must have trodden a sticker at some point.
Please, what? In doing my research, everyone's story was consistent. Ghost Stories was originally a terrible anime that no one wanted. After the hilarious dub, the anime started doing so well, the Japanese even took rights back to ride that wave of success. Monica Rial, Craig Ayers, Vic Mignogna, and Stephen Foster will all tell you this. No, not him. Anyone but that man.
What man?
Annie Mayer. Please don't keep perpetuating these falsehoods. Ghost Stories did just fine in Japan. AV simply didn't have a lot of oversight from the Japanese IP holders.
Do you have a source for that? Do you have a source for me being wrong? So I brushed it off for a little while, and
What? Do you have a source for that? Because it seems most of what I've read says along the other lines, but not doing well.
Do you have a source for...
Wait, what?
Me being...
It's your write-up. Shouldn't you be the one fact-checking it before you publish it? Oh, the level of coping
wrong. So I brushed it off for a little while, and I encountered this idea again and again. Maybe almost every YouTube video is wrong about this whole thing. Here's the other side. Ghost Stories was actually a classic novel series written in the 80s. This story was so poppin' they had tons of spin-offs. The live-action adaptation did especially well. So when the 2000 anime finally came out, there's evidence of it performing higher than Dragon Ball and even Pokemon at the time, with average viewer ratings of 12 to 14%. They even dropped a special episode after the show was concluded. Do they normally do that for shows that bomb? Among other evidence, it became unlikely that Ghost Stories actually performed as bad as they made it out to. So where does this idea come from? Well, it kinda all circles back to the one guy I mentioned earlier, Stephen Foster, who changed his name to Steve7N, but I'll keep pronouncing it Stephen, as I do not know
Steve7N! That's a great name.
How to pronounce the 7. Stephen is known for really messing with dubs.
Do not let Stephen Foster touch anything else.
And I mean really messing with his dubs.
Stephen Foster, fuck it, and just flips a table and just says fuck it, desync it by like a half a second.
He changes key elements of the characters.
And I want to kill something.
The tone.
Stop! Please!
He lets the voice actors say whatever feels most natural, even if it doesn't fit the lip flaps.
I can't enjoy the series when you f*** up my immersion by fucking up the dub.
He's so known for doing this stuff, it has a name. Fosterizations. Normally,
how has this dude still got a job, bro? Imagine you like just want to hire this guy. Right, we got this really serious badass animator we're all working on. We need them to do the dub. Who should we get? Steven? Yep, Steven, get Steven and Steven. In you come, cool. Wait, this guy is famous for fucking up and not paying attention and just totally doing his own damn thing, and we want this dub to be taken really seriously. Perfect man for the job. Yes, we trust you. We trust you.
One would reflect and be like, huh, maybe I am changing up the anime too much. Steven loves fosterizations. He even uses the term in his book. He also loves to boast about ghost stories. Twitter bio, I am a legend. His website, 4 trillion, 8 quintillion, chuckle nut trillion people think it's the best dub ever produced. And while on one hand it's like, yeah, come on, it was pretty good. On the other, it leads us to this lady's theory. Stephen Foster, the guy who's known for tweaking dubs to his own liking, wanted the freedom of his own dub. He lied.
I will say, the three dudes, bro in bottom left just looks like a floating head.
About ghost stories performing poorly. He lied to Vic, Monica, Greg, and the entire world to get this dub done. I don't buy that at all. Few men in history control at such a level. I heard him speak a little on a podcast, and the dude is chill. He's proud of ghost stories, as he should goddamn be, and I think he has this dad thing going on where he's not entirely self-aware, so a lot of what he says can be interpreted as snobby over text. He's also mad gay, so he's allowed to make those jokes earlier. I mean, he worked hard. It would be bigoted for me to not laugh at him. What I think is far more likely...
That's that is some logic right there. True. If you're one of these people who earlier was angry at Ghost Stories dub, did you know a gay guy made it and made all those jokes? You're angry at a gay guy. Psh, Jesus Christ, how discriminatory of you. Get the fuck out of here, man.
A company called Animax actually did their own English dub way before this one. It was completely
new.
You know what? These dubs are actually quite similar. It's likely that this English dub did perform shittily, so they'd be in talks with ADV. It was common at the time to throw in an anime for free during bulk deals. It makes sense that Ghost Stories, which ADV wasn't charged a licensing fee for, was that free anime. So the middleman in all this is thinking of what to do with this damn show, and he realizes there's only one man who can do the dub, Stephen Foster. Yeah. To their knowledge, there's already been an English dub, the show performed poorly, and there are extremely loose guidelines for localizing. It makes perfect sense that ADV would be like, Steven, we need you to do what you do best. Fuck this up for us. And
why is bro sitting on a damn, like, I'm super confused here. There's 3 random dudes in the background. It doesn't look like he's photoshopped on those stairs. There's a lot going on here. I don't really understand.
And it turned out amazing, and the rest is history. Or none of that happened. I wasn't there. There's a ton of evidence pointing towards the show doing well in Japan. We can glean parts of Steven personalities and so on, but we might never know for sure what happened. If you'd like more information on this topic, I've stolen a lot of points from Mercury Falcon.
Shout out Mercury Falcon.
Check me out. I reply to comments. I make videos about manga, anime, whatever this is. Thanks for watching. But before I...
What does he mean, shit, check me out? But on a seriously note, check out our boy. Link to his channel is in the freaking description, man. His videos are fucking hilarious. I think we've done a reaction to him before. I don't remember which video it was. Let me see. What other videos has this boy done? What's he done? What's Scabloily done? Let's have a little look, because we've probably done top 10 finished mangas you should be reading. It wasn't that one. He did something about Devil May Cry. Is this what terrible anime looks like? My word. If you click on his video and High School of the Dead was wild... The thumbnail for his High School of the Dead was wild video is... That's a hard one to scroll past, is what I'm saying. I found the worst rated anime on the internet. Was it that video? Did we watch that one? I feel like it was that one, right? It was that video. We watched that one. Does he have any more thumbnails like that high school one? Heaven's Lost Property was wild. That's a pretty good thumbnail as well. This guy's thumbnails are fucking amazing. Let's just keep scrolling and look at these thumbnails for a second. I've stopped my screen recording, so you guys can't see this, but that's fine. You know, you go check out his channel if you want to look at some of his thumbnails. It's only those 2. Man, this guy. Well, actually, maybe there's more. Go check out his channel, find out for yourself. If you want to see some cheeky thumbnails, it's our boy. So this Isekai was way too realistic. Redo of Healer is an issue. I haven't watched Redo of a Healer. Maybe I should watch that one. Is this what terrible anime looks like? Redo of a Healer. One terrible anime could change America. Alright, I feel like I need to watch all of these videos. Maybe we should be watching all of them. So, the true story of the Ghost Stories dub is we don't know. That's the only constant here. The constant is we don't know. Did this anime perform well in Japan? Maybe. Probably. Maybe not. There's evidence that shows it does. So if we look at the evidence and let's argue that, yes, it performed well in Japan. At which point, the best option would be the one that our boy Scamboily said at the end there, which is they use this as a bargaining tool in a big agreement, which makes sense as well. There's tons of evidence and history of that, so why not? So maybe the dub original version that no one even knows existed, which implies quite a lot, did perform poorly, and they were just like, screw it, if you want to do another one, go for it. Maybe there was more reason behind this, because they did get the rights to do a second dub, and if the original dub did do successfully, there's no reason for them to ever want to do a second dub. The bottom line is this. This is the bottom line. These are the facts that you can think of, right? Whether or not Ghost Stories did well in Japan doesn't fucking matter. It does not matter. It's irrelevant to the situation. So we'll take that. Who cares? Throw it out a fucking window. No one cares. Because all that matters is the fact that the studio was happy to give the rights to Ghost Stories over to this other studio. So they had a reason to do that. That's all that matters. They had a reason. Now, their reason is probably not a good one. It's probably not. The anime was doing so well, we figured, fuck it, let's do it again. I doubt that was the reason. There's no real reason for them to redo something that did amazing that soon. If the dub was kicking ass, they wouldn't do it again. Doesn't make any sense as a business move. So the only thing that does make sense was the dub version that was originally done had to be doing poorly. Otherwise, why would they bother doing it? Doesn't make any sense. Now, if it was doing well in Japan, that probably actually leads itself more to them wanting to do it elsewhere, right? Think about it this way. If this is the Ghost Stories dub, and this is it kicking ass in Japan, then look at this two different ways. If it's kicking ass in Japan, you're going to want to take the success, replicate it in other places, right? This is making us money. We want to make money here. We want to make money here. If this is losing you money, you don't go, no one in Japan likes this. All right, let's make a dub version, and then no one can like that too. You see what I mean? If the ship is sinking, you don't build another sinking ship. The ship is kicking ass, you build one of those. So my theory is pretty much similar to his. I reckon the anime did kick ass in Japan. I reckon it was doing very well. I reckon it was incredibly popular. I reckon it was so damn popular they wanted to make a dub version. When they did, it didn't do well. And they were confused and scratching their heads and like maybe the dub was the issue. They had another option to redo it, you know, erase the previous and make another one. And that's what they did. That makes the most sense to me and a logic perspective, you know, with the video we just watched, which is a hilarious fucking story that the dub just ended up like this, where a dude who is known for being a bit, you know, not taking things seriously, really didn't take things seriously, and thus the best dub in anime history was born. What a fantastic, wholesome story. It's one we're all going to tell our children. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And let me know what the hell else do you want me to watch. And do you want me to watch the Ghost Stories dub? I don't see this video ever meeting those goals. Ever. So yeah, once again, I'll say them again. If I will watch this entire anime without a tournament, if this video hits 50,000 views, hits 3,000 likes, or brings in 1,000 new subscribers, okay? And I'll be very open about those analytics, so do not worry. Anyway, have yourselves an amazing freaking day. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and as always, let me know what you want me to react to next, and you will see me in the next video.